On the international front, I've seen that Israel has been doing a lot of things in the last 1 year. Many people who would want to support Israel will claim that it started on 7th October 2023 when Hamas attacked some Israeli civilians and then kidnapped more than 200 of them. But that's not where the story began from. In fact, the British government sought to create a homeland for Jews in Africa. But then the white British who were in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda and those areas resisted all attempts, because the attempt was made in 1903. Now later on, after the killing of Jews in the Second World War, Britain used that as pretext to create a homeland for them in Palestine. And then they forcibly created the state of Israel in 1948, one of the most illegal things in international politics that has become generally accepted. And then since then, Israel has used several communist imperial tactics to push away Palestinians, to take away their lands. And many people who are of the Christian faith, like me, were taught to believe that Jews are the holy people, the chosen of God. Like we were taught to support them. And then many Muslims are also trained to support Palestine. But then you can see that even though the two may be committing evils, Israel has committed the greater part of the evils. In fact, in the last 9 years or thereabouts, they have barricaded the whole of Gaza, blocked them from having access to the international world. They have blocked them by sea, and then the only border they could cross was that of the Egyptian one. And then that one too, they have coerced Egypt to block that boundary too. So they had to do something to call for attention, because the whole world had forgotten about them. And that led to the kidnapping. Israel has used this pretext of the kidnap because Benjamin Netanyahu wants to stay in power for long. So he has had to kill a lot of civilians, more than 40,000 of them. And the world is not talking about them. The United States of America, being hypocritical, pretends that Israel can kill Palestinians, can destroy Hamas, go to the extent of murdering the Hamas leader in Iran, inside Iran. And that was okay. But then when Russia used the same notion to attack Ukraine, that's evil. And then the whole world is looking on. Right now, they have provoked severally, including going to attack Iranian mission in Lebanon. And then just yesterday, Iran decided to respond, because earlier when they attacked Iranian interests, and they responded mildly by informing allies of Israel what was going to happen, so that nobody really got hurt. It led to domestic reaction in Iran, and now they decided to react. Israel still wants to use this as a pretext to attack Iran. But the world is looking on, because America says so. I've come to believe that there's nothing like democracy in the world. In fact, the West defines democracy when it is in their interest, and whenever it is not in their interest, they just push it away. Because I wonder how somebody could tell me that Paul Biya of Cameroon is democratic. How someone could tell me that Equatorial Guinea's Teodoro Obiang Nguema is democratic. And then the person will come and tell me that Kwame Nkrumah was a dictator, or that Thomas Sankara was a dictator, or that Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso now is also a dictator. Who defines what, when and how? Is it because someone is a friend to the US, then the person is called democratic? And when the US doesn't like you, or you are not really in the interest of the US, then you are not democratic? Time will tell.